Where's the Queensland spirit now?
Oh yeah. Welcome back to another episode 14 of Off Field Drama. I'm Sauce.
I'm Berkey.
And how the hell are we? It's great to have you here at the Caxton. Ripper of a week it's been.
Been a hell of a week, Saucy. And shareholders, if you're watching, you'll see that Saucy and I are dripped in this gorgeous t-shirt. Now, there's a reason we're doled out in this new kit. It's because we've got our first sponsor. This is big.
Ew!
Hello, Baron Barbers. Okay, they've come on board. They've decked us out with a fucking nice little green number and a maroon number. You're looking good there, Saucy.
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, if they cut hair as good as this shirt feels, then I'll tell you what, it's a top fucking barber because they know how to make a t-shirt.
So Baron Barbers, they've come on board for the shareholders, okay? What they're going to do is they're going to offer 15% off all shareholders' haircuts, okay? All you've got to do is book online with the code OF15. OFD. I forgot the drama part there. Let me repeat. OFD15 for 15% off. Now, we know a bit about Baron Barbers, okay? I went and got a haircut there a while ago. I've stopped getting haircuts since I've just gone with the two blade.
Has it not grown back or what?
It's growing back, but, mate, I can do it myself. But look, I don't want this to shy away from Baron. All right, Baron Barbers, they're in Milton, so a stone's throw away from the cauldron, so you know they're breathing good air.
Well, I've actually had my hair cut by... The Barons?
The Barons, yeah. So
not many cut, but, you know, they do a good job.
They do a great job. So, look, I did a bit of research and they're rated as we speak right now by the Courier Mail. They're number one in Brisbane's best barber.
Doesn't surprise me.
Now, I'm not sure if the owner's dating the author of that story, but... That's a hell of an accomplishment.
Yeah, that's big.
So,
Courier Mail.
Shareholders, get your haircut. OFD 15, Baron Barbers. We'll put it on Instagram. Links will be there. But thanks to Jakey and the boys for getting on board.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely huge. First sponsor of the pod, thank you.
First of many.
I was just saying to Berkey, it's bloody brilliant when not bloody brilliant beers, but it's bloody brilliant that I am down here at the pub and I've got fellas walking past me going, shareholder.
Shareholder. I'm an official shareholder.
I'm a shareholder.
It's growing.
It's growing at a rapid rate,
and
which is crazy.
The shareholders want their say, and by God do they get their say. And you can never have too many shareholders in OFD.
You can't have too many shareholders in one space.
Nah.
The more shareholders, the better.
We're working on doing a little shareholder meeting at the Caco, so stay tuned. What we're thinking is all shareholders come. It'll be suit, blazer up top, footy shorts down below.
Yeah, I like that, yeah.
In Crocs or pluggers.
Crocs are preferred, but
yeah,
whatever floats your boat.
So bring your footy shorts and look sharp up top, and my God, look fucking footy down below.
Yeah. How was your weekend, mate? What'd you get up to?
Good weekend. Father's Day yesterday.
Yes.
So happy Father's Day to all involved. I didn't do too much for mine. I was a little under the weather. I had Indian the night before.
Oh yeah.
Did not sit well with me. So
sitting on the toilet.
I'll be taking Dad. We'll probably go on the QA next Saturday. Normally take him for a pub feed. Take him for a pub feed and a punt. Spring's officially back. The Memsies was on the weekend.
Yeah.
Mr. Brightside got up. I was on fucking I wish I win, but...
Brightside always wins, eh?
It's a good horse. And that's another good reason to go to Baron Barbers, shareholders. Spring Carnival's coming up, so we want you looking sharp, and footy's finals is coming up too. Just another plug for Baron.
If they can sort my head out, it'd be a magical job. Yeah. They might be wizards there. You don't know.
They can only cut the side of your head because once they start cutting the top, I don't know if it's coming back.
Nah, it doesn't come back in this area. Every time I get it cut, it just goes back a little bit further. And I'm pointing to my widow's peak to those that are just listening.
You're rocking like the Mr. T kind of vibe right now. Is that what
Not
you're
on
going
purpose.
for? No.
Oh, no, yeah, I do. I do have a little mullet. Yeah. Where I went to get my cut, I asked him to do a mullet, but like put it in like the little skin mullet, but just like one on the sides and then sort of move it in a bit, like make it the mohawk, not so much a mullet. I mean, it wouldn't have happened if I went to Baron Barbers. They probably would have done it right.
No, I tell you what, Baron Barbers is getting a plug, and rightfully so. When you're the number one first sponsor of shareholder, first sponsor.
Well, basically, if you're the number one shareholder of sponsorship, you get a plug or 3 or 4.
Oh, so let this businesses be know when you sponsor off-field drama, we plug the living shit out of your
I
brand.
might not take this shirt off.
Nah, it's a good shirt too.
It's fucking comfy.
What'd you get up to, big fella?
Mate, we had obviously Thursday we had a huge game with the Broncos Storm, and then Saturday was even bigger with the Warriors and Dolphins, and the Finns got up. Then we had a little Brazilian festival on Sunday, so it's fucking good.
Jeez,
those Brazilians can party.
That's becoming a popular festival, though.
The Brazilian thing.
Yeah.
We call it Caxton Carnival, but like they call it Mega Pagadine Sunset or something. I don't speak Portuguese. I'm not fluent in that, shareholders, but look it up. It's a fucking... It's a good time. I mean, we've done it twice. We got another 2 coming up. And, like, I've got to say, I think Brazil, as a country, have the best-looking people in the world. I mean, they can party, they can dance, they salsa, they have a good time, they sing piss. Oh, they're respectful.
Yeah, respectful to an extent. The ones up in the mountains are a bit how you going in the favelas. Isn't that a bit fucking...
the favelas, yeah. That's down in that's like the slums of Brazil. Yeah,
well, that's popular. I could sink my teeth into a Sunday Brazilian session.
I'd like to go to Brazil.
Yeah.
Do a little holiday there.
We'll take it there.
Yeah, go to Rio or something.
What did you do for Father's Day? Did you follow mine?
Sweet fuck all, mate.
Yeah. Was that because of how he's been as a father? Or
I love my old Steve-O. No, well, I saw him here. I see him at bloody every day at work nearly, so.
And he wouldn't want to do anything.
First thing I did, I walked in and went up to him, gave him a little cuddle and went, Happy Father's Day. And he was sitting with a couple of the regulars and he goes, see, he said it. And I think they were saying, did he text you in the morning? And I said, no, I thought it would be more appropriate to wish my father Happy Father's Day in person.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
touch.
It's kind of like giving a card. Like,
no, I love a card. I'm good at giving cards.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if it means the same thing.
Yeah, as an in-person. Yeah, I just called him. He was going up the sunny coast to see his dad. So
that's nice.
Yeah. So I didn't want to intrude on that, mate.
At least someone's doing the right thing out of us.
Oh, fuck me. We're terrible sons. But happy Father's Day to all. We'll do something in the near future. I'll give you a winner on Saturday at the QA, Dad.
You worried about the Broncos at all with that loss or not?
No. So let's get into that. That was disappointing that we didn't finish on top of the table.
I liked what I saw for most of the game, but I think they had it. It
was theirs to win, but the experience got the better. Looking back on it, I wouldn't have taken the 2 when we got the penalty.
Yeah, when you got the man down. I'll tell you what the difference was that Farlogo. Farlongo.
Yeah. He needs to get pen to paper real quick with
he's
a contract.
Freak.
He is a special young kid.
Like, I thought he was a half hooker. I thought he was coming on because he had 14 on his back. I thought he was like coming into playing the middle, and then they're saying he's a fullback. I was like, not very big, but fuck, he can move, that kid.
He's a little Reece Walsh.
That's what they were saying, yeah.
Little Reece Walsh. Just want to make a mention to all the teams that didn't make the finals this year. As fans, you should all be embarrassed that you aren't playing September, because here at Off-Field Drama, being Broncos stalwarts, we're in for one hell of a month.
If we don't win against the Storm, then I don't know.
There's going to be heads going through glass walls or something.
Full team, full squad back. Apparently they're training well, and the news is Oatsy's out.
Yeah, Oatsy will out of here. Didn't do too much on Thursday night, poor Oatsy. Pappenhausen, I'm still not sold on. I'd be starting Nick Meaney every day of the week.
Really?
Yeah, big
That's
time.
huge. Really?
I'd have Pap coming off the bench. I'd almost play that young fella who debuted off the bench.
Start him at fullback in
Yeah.
a finals game in his second ever game.
Mate, I do wild things at this time of the year. He was so electric.
Yeah, he was good.
You can imagine him fresh. Just put him on for 10 minutes either side.
Yeah.
Take him. I know it could be a bit of a waste of a sub, but what I saw from him was good. So look,
They reckon Meaney might give way.
no way. Meaney starts at fullback. How'd your multi go? That go 0-4?
No. No. I mean, I think it went 2 from 4.
Oh, yeah,
but
Chooks.
the thing is, the Chooks got up. Broncos lost, obviously.
Oh, you
one
had
of them,
Manly 13 plus. You went 2
Manly
or 4.
13 plus, and then what was the other one? Can't even remember.
Bronx 1-12 and
It might have been 3 and 4. No, it was probably 2 and 4.
you had Panthers 1-12.
Nah, Panthers just head to head because I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
Oh,
They
maybe
just
you went
walloped
3
them.
or 4.
I got. Who knows? Anyway, fucking lost. We'll do better. We'll be better.
We
We'll be
only
better.
start getting into our work shareholders at this time of the year.
Yeah.
Finals footy
got-
and spring racing.
We've got one coming for you. Don't worry
So
about that.
buckle up. There's a lot happening in the NRL space. Finals footy nights. If there is one place I could be in the world on Sunday, it'd be at Newcastle at McDonald Jones Stadium. That place is going to be heaving.
Who have they got?
They've got
Raiders?
the Raiders,
Yeah.
the Milk. Who,
Seb Chris surely won't be playing.
he's out 5 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, that rightfully so. That was disgraceful.
I'm shocked Katoa's still got an active neck after that.
If that was Mulatalo's neck, snapped. He got a long neck, that
Oh,
fella.
he got a long neck.
Yeah.
So, look, big things happening in the world of rugby league. Broncos, I love that they're playing him on a Friday night.
Yeah.
So, shareholders in Brisbane, we are in for one hell of a weekend.
They changed it, apparently. Apparently
Because
the...
Lions.
Is that why?
Well,
I think it's
Lions
the broadcasting thing. They make it...
They make
Yeah.
an executive decision. Well, Lions are playing on Saturday night. Would have been at the same time.
Yeah.
And
don't
Channel
mind that at all.
9's smarter than that to realise.
I don't mind that at all. That's a bit of logic.
That's
from
better
the
logic.
higher-ups.
So, the faithful, if you're wanting to go Friday into Saturday, by all means,
It's basically a golden ticket
it is a golden ticket.
in Brisbane.
Yeah, the Olympic City is once again turning it on for all those mad Broncos and Lions fans. So, as one, let's come together, Brizzy. Let's fire up
That's a combo, eh?
and let's get that
Yeah.
chip, a dual chip.
The Dolphins, they obviously finished the season well, beating the Wars.
Yes.
We had a few Spywar men here. Have you heard about those? No? The Spywar men?
What are they?
So it's basically a group of Kiwis, these Warriors fans. They dress up as Spider-Man and they go. They have an Instagram page. It's just blown up. Go to the games and just go
mad.
just go crazy. Just
Really?
chair hooing and
Chahu. They harkering?
no, they're just
Chahu.
chair hooing and Spywar manning around.
Chair brah.
Have you not seen them at all?
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, but I'm happy to get them on.
Yeah, Spywar man. Look them up, bro.
So
They're good.
Dolphins are up here on Saturday afternoon. weren't
Fins
they?
are up here.
We
Wayne-
love the Fins. I know we obviously are Bronx mans, but you know we've got a lot of shareholders that are Fins and players that are Fins.
There's a lot of Fins fans.
well, they're
Like,
up and
a
about.
lot of Fins fans.
They are up and about.
A lot of Wars fans were here too, but there are a lot more Fins fans than I first thought there ever would be.
No, they have come out in numbers, Saucy.
No, but Wayne led the charge up here. And
Don't tell me Saggy Sack Balls Wayne was up here.
droopy nuts, Wayne. No, he doesn't drink, Wayne. But he doesn't mind people enjoying themselves, which is good. But yeah, the players came back up here with their a few partners and stuff, and then tell you what, that Jesse Bromwich is a fucking big boy.
Is he
He's
really?
He is so big.
They're
He's a
big.
big man, yeah. But no, they all came up here, had a few beverages, and then didn't stick around too long, but
You looked after him.
looked after him, and yeah. I mean, we're working on a guest, aren't we?
We're working on one. So look, Verbally, Tommy Gilbert has agreed to come on, shareholders, so I know I'm as toey as you are for that.
Fuck, that'd be good.
So that's going to be a while. He's pretty busy at the moment, so we're on his clock, but over the next couple of weeks, we're going to try and get him on, hopefully before GF, so we could get his opinion on what we think's going to be Broncos playing the Panthers in the final.
He was a massive loss for them to
be
out for after Origin.
So he's going to be roaring, all right? So fire up, Tommy. We know you're listening, brother. We can't wait to have you on. But what is starting this week, and we've been extremely vocal about the Wallabies, but the Rugby World Cup is finally upon us. Okay, this Saturday morning, 5 o'clock, All Blacks play the French to kickstart what I think is going to be one hell of a tournament. The Rugby World Cup's one of the great sporting events in the world.
It is.
I would say.
No, it really is. You're right.
And in particular, when it's in Europe, those Europeans, the way they can put on a spread is fantastic. So,
when's the next one?
4 years in Australia.
Is it in Australia?
Yeah, 2027, Storsey. So, mate, you'll no doubt the caca will be once again heaving. So, look, let's get into it because we need something from the Wallabies, okay? Eddie Jones said he couldn't have scripted this any better, which, if I read the script, I couldn't have scripted it any worse. But look, if this is how Eddie wants to go into a World Cup 0-5, well, fuck it, Eddie. I'm in with you, brother.
That's why he's the coach, and why not? He's playing mind games. He's playing mind games when the tournament starts, and that's how you do it.
So we need to come out on top.
Yeah.
If we don't come out of the pool stage,
we come out on the bottom.
Yeah,
and we don't want that.
That is very
We want to come out on top.
Because rugby in Australia would have officially hit rock bottom, but it's not going to hit rock bottom, okay?
I've been saying we're not going to beat Fiji, we're not going to beat Wales, but you know what? Fuck that. Fuck what I said. I'm going back on my word. We're going to beat them. We're going to smoke them. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it.
Turn that car around and do a U-banger, Saucy.
Yeah, I'm doing a Yui.
Do a Yui. You can do a Yui.
I'm doing a Yui.
Okay,
I've done a Yui. Wallabies are fucking getting up.
They're getting up, all right? They are getting up. How they get up, I don't know.
No one knows. Eddie knows.
The best way for us to get up is by if the referee gives 4 or 5 red cards a game to the opposition. All right? So that's what we're going to need out of the ref. Get involved in that back pocket.
Just not Yarko.
Yeah. We need the ref to play a bit of Uno for us, all right? Throw a little yellow reverse out there.
Yeah,
Throw a red skip out there.
Speak to me, yeah.
Just keep doing that. Yellow number 5, red number 8, okay? If he plays Uno, Wallabies get up.
Uno, you heard it here.
Uno, okay?
Fuck, I love a bit of Uno.
That's our secret to success. Referee using the yellow and red Uno cards.
Back pocket.
And we are going all the way, baby.
Just not Yarko. Like I said, that fuckwit. We don't win when he refs.
I think
Yarko Piper.
Who do you think's going to win it? Can you give the shareholders a prediction?
Who beat the Kiwis? South Africa?
South Africa.
Pumped them. They turn up for a World Cup.
They turn up, yeah.
You know who I like? And I think it'll be crazy if they win it. Ireland.
Yes.
I think Ireland is the smoky bit of value there. No Northern Hemisphere team has ever won it.
Really?
Yeah, no Northern Hemisphere team has ever won the World Cup. South Africa's in the Southern Hemisphere. I don't know about my geography, but
yeah, I believe so.
Most of Africa is in the northern, but
if we're wrong, the
south,
shareholders
it is
will tell
south.
us. Yeah,
South Africa. Yeah. That'd be a fuck. Whoever wrote the maps and called it South Africa and it being in the Northern Hemisphere, you need to go back to geography class, pal. Bud.
Yeah. Ooh, bang.
Chief.
Snap.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Ireland. France, geez, they're going to be hard to beat, Saucy.
Yeah, France over there in their home country. Who have they been playing? Have they been playing well or what?
They've been playing really good footy.
Yeah.
They've been building for this World Cup. I got a couple of people inside the camp that are telling me that they're just...
Your mate Dupont?
Dupont
you taught him most things that he knows.
Yeah, no, I've showed him how to kick one of the great box kicks that country's ever seen.
Yeah. So, he's the best player in the world right now.
Tune in, shareholders. It's going to be a hell of a World Cup. There's good games with timing and there's some bad ones.
Most of them bad.
But because we are just born and bred Wallabies, we'll be up.
Yeah. I think I want to get one of those hats. Why don't we get some of those hats? The little...
Oh,
French.
the little Frenchies.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll wear them next pod. I've got one.
The Wallabies ones.
Oh, I don't have the Wallabies one, but I'm sure I could sticky tape a Wallaby to the front of it.
The one of the RM Williams ones.
Yeah, that's been going off, the
Yeah.
RM Williams.
Bet probably like $200 for one of those hats.
Yeah, I would if I was RM Williams. I don't know if I would have gone that far, but
Little shout out to fucking the Pig Athletic Club. You know those fellas?
not
They
personally.
used to do their pods here, Freeney and Sione.
Yeah.
And they were talking about the apparel that RM Williams is coming out with.
Yeah.
That is just so left field. It's not funny. Like, who's buying some of the shit that they're putting up for, like, the amount of money that it is? It's just stupid. Like,
Well-
just make a fucking normal shirt or a normal whatever instead of your shit that you're putting out. Like, those hats. I mean, who's buying one of them?
Yeah.
I mean, I might just to take the piss, and I love the colour yellow, but
But like some people won't even buy a Wallabies jersey that's $150. But what, we're going to buy a fucking RM Williams polo for $250?
no.
No,
Like,
that's
no,
what I mean.
you know.
So
But
RM
they're,
Williams.
they're like these like checkered. It looks like you know when you go into the back of your car and you pick out like a picnic blanket,
Picnic rug,
That's
yeah.
that's like from the early 2000s. It's like they've made a shirt out of that and then sewn like a Wallabies logo on it.
They're printing picnic rugs for the Wallabies.
Basically, they're printing picnic rugs. Rugby Australia.
Well,
They're printing money as well.
yeah, they are printing money. But in Eddie we trust. I hope Carter Gordon's working on his kicking, okay? I'm a big fan of that young little blonde-haired little teeny willy stallion. Fire up.
What did you just say? A
Teeny-
teeny weeny Willie stallion.
Not a teeny wee. He's just a bit of a strawbing. You know what I mean? A little strawbo.
Strawberry blonde.
No, like scrawny. Oh, fuck me, dude.
Oh, holy fuck.
We've got to stop talking about the Wallabies, man.
Oh, no, you're
I'm losing my way, man. Carter Gordon, just kick through the sticks, my guy. Kick through the sticks. Okay? That's all I can ask for. I'll quickly say I was at the Albion Hotel Saturday afternoon. I was on the beers. I thought, I'll shoot down the Albion Hotel. Now, if anyone's been in the Albion Hotel, the core faithful at that place is one of a kind. Like the IQ would be nothing above 10. And that's probably being generous. Now,
collectively, it's an average human being like you.
Now I was sitting there. I was watching Cowboys v Panthers, and these two golfers. They'd been playing golf. You could tell they'd been playing golf during the day, and then they shot off to the Albion to try and, pick the quaddie at Belmont.
Well, they weren't bowling. Two golfers playing bowling.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, I could hear them talking. He said this saying, and I just think it's a great saying. His mate goes, "How are you going on the punt?" And he goes, "I'm punting out of the rough today."
Yeah, okay.
Don't mind
He's
that?
on theme.
He's on theme.
He's on theme with the golf.
So, look, hopefully we won't be punting out of the rough this spring, but I liked that saying. So, shareholders, if you've got a mate that's punting out of the rough, let him know.
I'll be putting on the green this spring.
Yeah, I'll be punting on the green this spring.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, putting and punting.
Yeah.
Got another issue, and it's back to driving. Obviously, my knob of the week was people in the fast lane. This isn't my knob of the week, but this was just pissing me off. You know, when you're driving and you need to turn left, coming up, right?
Yeah.
And you can tell that there's
You're
a
merging.
pedestrian. No, you're turning left down a street. And you can
Okay.
tell that there's a pedestrian that's about to cross the road and doesn't look.
Yeah.
And then just continues to walk out, even though your blinkers on the left to turn left.
Yeah.
It should be
Yeah,
illegal just to knock it.
Well, they...
It well should be, because you should learn at the age of 6 to look both ways when
Yeah.
you cross the
Well,
road.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. People think it's their right just to walk out. Like, you have to give way to them.
It's like they think everywhere they walk is a zebra crossing.
Yeah.
No, sweetheart, it isn't a zebra crossing. Look left, look right. The amount of times I want to turn left and I go, oh, here's Sally. Have a look at Sally. She's not going to look, is she? No, Sally's just going to walk on. Boom! going on the horse.
It's almost like they have a death wish. Or it's like they don't care. It's like, oh, you know, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
If they bump into me, who cares? That's honestly what I think sometimes. That happens to me more than you'd think.
And how annoying is it when you know that they're not going to look?
Well, it's kind of like, are they going to look? Do they know? Like, surely they're not even going to.
Nah.
Surely they're going to stop.
And I can see Sally. I'm looking at Sal. She's not going to look, is she? Nah. And Sal just goes straight across.
And most of the time they have groceries.
Groceries, or AirPods are in, which is even worse.
Groceries, head down, AirPods in. Don't give a fuck about it. If they hit me, they hit me. Look, might go to insurance. Might have a claim.
Yeah, might have a claim. Well, they're lucky I drive
might
a
not
black.
have some fucking legs either.
They're lucky I drive a black Mummer, because if I had a Hummer, it'd be going straight over the top of them, and I wouldn't even look back. Now that brings me on to driving over things. Is my filly raced yesterday, Litzy, okay? It's the shareholders' horse. Light in the sky. Now, we've changed trainers to Clint, so we thought, holy shit, big things are happening. It can't be any slower than its last race.
Has Clint helped her?
Well, let me get there, Saucy. So we took it to Maury. It was Maury Cup Day yesterday.
The great Maury.
The great Maury. Race for $50,000, all right? So we thought, holy tomorrow, Litzy's going to really pay us. Now, let me tell you about how Litzy performed. And let me preface this by saying Litzy is my knob of the week.
Oh, no.
This donkey, if I can call it that, came last by 15 lengths. Now, there wasn't quicksand or anything at Moree. You couldn't have asked for better conditions, right? It jumped. As soon as it jumped, it was going backward, this horse. And I thought, far out, we are in for one hell of a ride with this slow animal. Now, I'm not convinced it's a thoroughbred after seeing what I watched yesterday. I know ponies that could run faster than Litzy yesterday.
Is this the first time you'd seen it, or?
No, it's raced a couple of times now. Now, if Clint, our trainer, was smart enough, he'd do what all the owners want him to do. Okay, wink, wink.
Take it to the glue factory.
Do it. Take it wherever you want. I just don't want to see it on a racetrack again, because there is no reason for us to be paying money towards a slow animal like this.
Is it done?
Well, the crazy thing is, I got an email this morning from the jockey, and he goes, what I saw yesterday was encouraging. The fuck was encouraging about that, Todd?
Was he giving it some, or what? Like what?
Well, he was fully into it, and this horse did not respond. Now,
does Todd ride other horses, or is?
Well, Todd, they said it was the jockey. The jockey was Ash Morgan, but they keep referencing him as Todd. So whether or not Todd's blind or inept, I want to find out. But that thing isn't a racehorse, nor is it a trotter. It should be. I would be shocked if a girl would even want to pay for that as just a pet.
Just a backyard horse.
We will give it away. So shareholders, if you know any kids out there that are looking for just a horse to sit up and go on and I don't know, move around for 10 metres.
My niece and sister might have it. They have horses down the coast.
Take it off our hands and take it real quickly.
Shout out to them, Kirsten and Amber. They listen, apparently. They find it kind of funny.
Good on
Don't know
you,
why,
guys.
but...
Fuck, you'd find our horse funny too.
Yeah, shout out to Kirsty as well. She actually, she's got breast cancer. She had surgery on Thursday last week, and she's been doing it tough. So, love you, Kirst. Shout out to you,
Kirst,
you legend.
I'm thinking of you, sweetheart. You bloody good
She's
girl.
a lot nicer of a human being than me. I'll tell you what. She's probably the nicest person I know.
Oh, I know a bunch. That
don't know how we're related.
Fella.
Yeah.
So that was my knob of the week, Litzy, okay? So, look, hopefully I can tell you next week that I'm no longer a horse owner, because it's actually...
Are you going to pull the plug on it? Like, are you getting out? Are you withdrawing your money from that?
Well, we can't withdraw it, but we've definitely cancelled the direct debit for now, unless Clint pulls his shit together. They wanted to run at Narromine on the 19th of September. Now, unless we're running against cows, we have no right to be in a racehorse.
Maybe go a bit of fine cotton and dress it up as a camel or something. Go to Saudi Arabia. Might be the way you win.
I'd take the camels any day. Mate, this is a slow haul.
Do you know the story about Fine Cotton?
No, fire away.
Oh, it's a long story,
Oh,
but basically
don't bore me.
it's a hilarious fucking story if you don't know it.
Yeah.
The term ringer. Have you heard of ringer?
I've
A ring in? I think it's a ring in.
I've heard of my burning ringer.
The term ring in, I think, comes from, say, a horse that is shit going into a race and the odds are like 50 to 1 or whatever. And then before the race or going into the race, they change the horse to like a gun horse that looks exactly the same as that horse.
Yeah. I'm following.
That is shit.
Yeah.
But they have to go through the marshals or whatever and get checked off. And apparently back in the day, it was in Brisbane. They or maybe not. There was a horse called Fine Cotton, and they did it. They basically spray painted it all to make it look like this horse.
Yeah.
And they all got arrested and put in jail. And so there's a thing on Batuta Advocate do a fucking hilarious thing on, I think it's Paramount Plus, about the story. It is fucking crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, just
So
like
watch
the
it?
details of it and stuff. Yeah, how they got away with it for a few things, and yeah, all these people had money on it, and like it was just about how corrupt
The industry was.
and just like I think it was in Brizzy. I can't remember, but it's hilarious. Like it's
Okay.
crazy how it happened and how they got away with it.
I could go for a laugh,
Yeah.
mate. I laughed my ass off watching the race yesterday, so it can't be any worse.
Didn't sound like you laughed about it, mate. I've got some jam, not some jam, but a story. Actually, I've got some sauce, some hot sauce,
Some hot sauce.
some
okay.
hot fucking sauce.
Burn my mouth away.
You ever been to the Apple Store? A Apple Store?
I have, been to the New York one.
Yeah. Anything like the Chermside one?
Haven't been to the Chermside one.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, those motherfuckers at that Genius bar, they're not geniuses.
No.
They're fucking idiots. I walk in there to
What's
try and get a
happening?
new pair of Apple AirPods because my dog Mikey, you little prick, I love ya, but he chewed the shit out of one of them. He nearly swallowed it. He nearly shut it out, I assume.
Shit.
Pulled it out of his mouth, and there I am standing there with a single AirPod, and I'm going, thank you, going to have to get this fixed $300 later. And I just bought them. They're new. I walk in there, right? Have you booked an appointment? No, I haven't. I haven't booked an appointment. There's no one in the store except the 30 so-called genius Apple employees standing around with their iPads looking and typing God knows what.
Yeah, probably playing Candy Crush.
Maybe. So they go, oh, well, okay, we'll come back in 15 minutes. We'll schedule an appointment for you. I said, can't I just want to get some AirPods.
Yeah.
Like my dog's chewed them, need a new set, or just one of them, to be honest. They said, oh, yeah, okay, cool. Come back in 15. We'll send you a series of text messages. 15 minutes later, 4 text messages later, I finally get the go-ahead to go sit down. Fella comes up and I've told him the story. I actually told the girl the story. She said, yeah, she was lovely, actually, the first person I spoke to.
The first genius.
And he said, oh, mate, you need Apple Care. If you get Apple Care for $59, that'll cover it. But we need your other iPad to see that you haven't lost it. It needs to be damaged or whatever. So I said, oh, mate, I'll go get it. It's in my car. I'll go get it quickly. It'll be like, I'm like 5 minutes down the other end of the Chermside. He goes, oh, mate, I'll schedule in for another appointment in half an hour. I said, no, mate.
No.
Like, just the next one to do. And he goes, okay, I'll see if we've got any availabilities. Brother, there are 30 of you standing around doing nothing. He said, no, they're doing other things. And I was like, okay, well, I'll be back in 5 minutes and I'll come in and I'll see you. Okay, well, I'll just get your details. She's got my details already. Surely it's in the system. As he greets me, he goes, hey, Sterling, because he's obviously got it in his thing.
Yeah.
What's your name? Sterling. He goes, oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Puts it all in again. Anyway, I come back 15 minutes later, do the Apple Care, $59, whatever.
Jeez, of course they got to throw that on the top, don't they?
Well, the whole thing was it was still in the warranty. I was still under warranty because I'd only literally bought it like within a month. I get back and he goes, look, Sterling, thanks for remembering my name, mate. I've got some bad news for you. The Apple Care
appointment didn't go through.
The Apple Care hasn't gone through. I said, what do you mean? I've just paid for it. And he goes, yeah, it takes about 24 to 48 hours to process. And on top of that, you need to pay an excess for another earphone, for one single earphone. It's like insurance. Okay, sweet. Could you have told me that the first time I saw you? Oh, well, I just checked with my supervisor. Well, you should have fucking checked with your supervisor before that. Genius.
I thought he was going to say that he accidentally double booked you.
Anyway, I'll tell you what. I walked out of there. I walked out of there $59 poorer for my Apple Care. Still don't have an AirPod. All I wanted, I should have just gone on fucking Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean about that whole they love you've got to book an appointment.
Fuck off.
Do you know how retail works, Apple? You walk in, you get greeted, and you solve whatever issues you need to be solved.
Correct.
You don't walk in to get a meeting booked, okay? This isn't like a little building where it's like you book little meeting rooms.
Do you know what I love as well? When you walk in there and they all, like, it's obviously like the Apple company culture or whatever, corporate culture. They all wear the T-shirt of Apple, but they're allowed to wear whatever else they want. Like the
so
jeans
they're a little
and like
indie
a little bit
trendy?
hippie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if some motherfuckers in the back don't have shoes on.
Nah, fuck no.
We're not in Silicon Valley.
They were probably up at your rave here last weekend.
Would not surprise me.
They were probably the ones that blew the speaker knowing you were going to have to go back to Apple and buy more speakers. Mate, the way Apple works, it's just a cycle, isn't it?
It is. We're trapped in the Apple cycle. And
so that was
I'm
an
not
awful
getting out.
experience.
It was just shit me that there's literally like, I counted them. I was sitting there and I counted them and I go, how can they pay these people? Like there's 30 plus people there standing around talking, doing nothing in this Genius bar.
30 little
in
minions.
this Apple store. Like it fucked me. It just grinded me.
And that's why everything's Apple these days, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to Samsung, so.
So in future, can you book a meeting prior to walking in?
Probably.
Yeah.
I won't be.
No,
anyway,
no.
Yeah.
So you left a bad review?
Nah, I'm not that. I'm not one of those guys. I hate that shit.
Yeah, good.
I hate people who leave reviews and stuff. Like, grow up.
Yeah, grow up.
Grow up. Talk about it on a podcast.
Tell you what.
Grill on a podcast.
I'll tell you what we did get a good review on was Finney McIntosh, our competition winner.
Yeah. Good chat.
Jeez, fuck, didn't he have a blast?
Nah,
and what a well-deserved winner, Finney. What a shareholder.
If you didn't know, we gave away 2 tickets to the Broncos Storm game to a loyal shareholder. And this kid, we don't know who he is.
No.
But he's been supporting Day Dot. And we decided to do a little comp and Finn McIntosh came up with the chockies and got 2 tickets to the Broncos Storm. Unlucky the Bronx lost, but I know the young kid enjoyed himself, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, get it up, you Finney.
Yeah.
Finney M. I'll tell you what too. We got a lot of feedback about our great the engagement guy from last week.
Wanna,
okay. Yeah. Now, a shareholder messaged me Saturday night. I was actually at the Albion Hotel at this point, and he said, mate, I'm with the bloke that missed his engagement party. It's getting better. I said, holy shit, mate. What's going on now with this fucking lunatic? He was at a wedding at Noosa. Now, the person who was getting married, I believe, was a police officer. Now, the information I got told was that Wanna was giving this police officer absolute hell. So good on you, Wanna. You are just living and breathing from what a shareholder. He's just providing off-field drama content all day. I wish I could get it word for word, but...
Should we get Wanna on?
Mate, I don't know if he'd be right.
He wouldn't.
It'd be literally fucking game on.
He'd need a few scares.
Apparently, he was booing the cop at his own wedding.
Did he know the cop?
Oh, I don't know. I just got told to watch this space. So, I think he wants royalties in off-field drama because we're obviously sharing some stories about his personal life. I said, brother, if you keep doing this shit off-field, we might give you royalties because the content
you're providing content.
Mate, you are giving the shareholders fantastic insight into your life.
Imagine if the cop just went rogue and arrested him at his own wedding.
Yeah, the cop was like, fuck, you're familiar. I've actually dealt with you previously.
Oh, God, that's gold.
Are you on bail, Wanna? What are you doing?
Mate, I've got a little stat for you, and it's gonna excite you.
Good.
Collingwood. Apparently,
Hot pies.
every year that Spain has won the FIFA Men's or Women's World Cup,
Oh, fucking hell.
Collingwood has won the AFL Premiership.
Where have you... Did one of those minions at Apple tell you this stat when they're on their iPad?
No, the sausage man Mike in the car park. He's a mad Collingwood fan. Saucy man.
Oh, Sausagewood Mike, grow up.
Sausage Wood.
What's his name? Sausage Man?
Mr. Saucy, we call him.
Saucy. Righto, Saucy.
Nah, he's one of the best.
No, he does a good sausage. I know that. So you're thinking the pies are a sure thing? Because I've got
Apparently,
a
you can't-
Lions D's final, as you would know.
You don't mess with destiny, basically.
No, that's right. Well, Destiny would have told us too, if the Broncos finished at minor premiership, we would have won the GF. Every time we've won a minor premiership, we've gone on to win the GF.
It wasn't meant to be. We didn't manifest the minor premiership.
No, so let's manifest it.
Mike's manifesting a Collingwood win. We've manifested a Broncos GF. We haven't manifested a minor premiership.
Yeah, we have.
know that.
Absolutely. Talking about manifesting, we should manifest the people at Burning Man, or otherwise known now as Drowning Man.
We should manifest them.
We should manifest them to get out of there, because what's happening at Burning Man right now is something out of a movie.
It sounds like a bit of Fire Festival.
It's Fire Festival, but it's real,
Yeah.
okay? And it's Mother Nature saying, all you hippies and weird units, stay together as one.
There ain't nothing wrong with being a weirdo.
No, I'm
Getting a
one
bit
myself,
funky.
okay?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you're up to speed with that, but a huge storm hit Black Rock City, which is where Burning Man is.
Where's Black Rock City?
It's in
Where do they have it? It's in the
Arizona,
desert. Yeah.
Nevada.
Yeah.
So if people aren't familiar with it, it's as flat as a tack and it's just dirt, right?
Yeah.
It's mud. So now that it's flooding, it's like just gooey fucking dirt and
Basically just Splendor on
Splendor on steroids. Like Splendor
Or mushrooms.
when it goes, yeah. When it goes under Splendor, this has gone under now. I saw footage of Chris Rock and it was a DJ. Diplo.
Was it really?
Diplo.
For real?
They
I just
were.
guessed that. I know he gets around there.
They got out of there.
Yeah.
right?
Well, what they get an evac, an emergency heli?
They got like a massive kind of, I think, big wheeled little, what are those things?
Quad bike.
Quad bike
Yeah.
to come get them. But the true believers, they got to stay. Now, as you would know with Drowning Man, as we're calling it now, it's all, there's no currency there. You
No.
know, like you can't buy anything. So
It's all trading.
you've just got to swap. So, you know, someone might be swapping frangers for plastic bags to keep their their feet dry. I don't know
Dude,
what.
there's no frangers at Burning Man. I'll tell you that. They ain't worried about that.
Frangers, if they are, they're not being used for
No.
what they're being used for. Who knows what they'd be being used for? But yeah, so Drowning Man's going under. That's been wild scenes. They were meant to get more rain, I believe, last night.
Yeah.
So we're going to manifest all our brothers and sisters and shareholders at Burning Man because would love to go. They're still, this is the great thing about Burning Man, they're still going to burn the man. You know how they burn the massive thing?
Yeah. Was it raining or what?
Even though it's panic stations, the
man's getting burned.
he's got to be burnt. We can't have him fucking not burnt. You know, a festival must go on.
Burning Man does go on. I'll tell you what as well. I stumbled across it on Instagram. Was the guy from Fire Festival?
He's going again.
He's going again.
He said no more.
Fire 2.0, and he is a strange fella.
Does he come from money? Because how would
He
a
must.
bank lend that idiot any more cash, or would have they profited? No, they couldn't have profited from that.
His whole thing is like, why would I do this again? Because if I fuck up again, I'll go to jail for like 60 years.
I tell you what,
that's his motivation.
I'll give it to him. He's got ticker,
Yeah.
and we love that. We love that.
Would you go to it?
Oh, if it was free.
Yeah. Would you, just like Burning Man appeal to you? going to the desert.
If it was a dry wicket, okay.
You been to Splendor?
Yeah, oh yeah, I've done
yeah.
Splendid multiple times. Mate, if it was a dry wicket at Burning Man, I don't mind what it's about, okay? I could see myself really getting into it, throw a bit of glitter on,
Yeah.
fucking, dance away.
I was going to say, it doesn't really appeal to me, but I went to Splendor. I've been to Splendor, and you do the exact same thing.
Yeah, well,
But
this
the
is on
mud,
another
you got to
level.
put up with the mud.
But this is like kilometres from
Civilization.
from life.
Yeah.
So right now, these people,
From life.
this is like Hunger Games shit. What they're going through. All right, like one guy just died.
I shouldn't laugh at that, but that's bullshit.
No, we lost a soldier at Burning Man.
How?
He went, okay?
How did he die?
Oh, I don't know if he got drowned
Did he
or whatever.
drown or
but
what? Fuck off.
Mate, we have one RIP. He is out. Mate, I'm deadly serious.
And he's not coming back.
He's not coming back now.
Oh, mate.
I haven't got the autopsy. Okay, I'm not sure if it was drug related or Mother Nature took him, or he just thought, "Fuck it, if I'm gonna go, this is where I'm going."
I'm not coming.
He might be part of the Burning Man. Oh, that's bad. They're all free spirits there. We love one
Can you
another.
imagine that?
I would love.
This is the way I wanted to go.
Mate,
Chuck me on the Burning Man fire.
Do you know what I would love to? Do you know what I would love to know is I would love to know what a cubicle right there looks like.
Oh, there's be no such thing as a cubicle. Though.
But they've got cubicles there, but it would be like absolute mayhem. Like you know the drop done shitters.
Yeah, I have a funny story about that.
Yeah, I've got a funny story too. You go first.
Oh, I know the drop toilets, right? Where you poo in
Yeah.
You poo in the
In the
bin. It's basically a wheelie bin, and I remember I went into one of them, and there was a phone.
yeah.
In the shit, and it was ringing, and I was thinking, "Fuck that for a joke."
Do you reckon they're walking around? So someone call my phone. Where is it to find it?
And this, I come out of there, and this chick is just going bananas, and this is the last day. Like this is day 4 or 5 or whatever of Splendor. And this chick is just going, I've lost my phone. And I said, love, you haven't lost your phone. It's in that big pile of shit.
I found it.
Good luck. And she's going, well, can someone get it out? Surely someone get it out. And this poor fella, I didn't stick around to see what happened, but this poor fella has the job of wheeling the bins out, and I don't know where they take them or what they do with them. And rightfully so, this pommy guy comes out of the toilets and in this like Scouser accent just goes, man, those fucking toilets are fucking brimming. And I lost it. I pissed myself. Like the way he said it and the look of disgust he had on his face, I thought, mate, you've surely been to Glastonbury. I know they don't have those there. This is fucking Byron Bay in Australia. Like
He would have for sure.
yeah.
God, I hope that
man,
chick
I lost
got
it. I didn't stick around to find out and see that poor kid put his fucking hand
So it was a
anywhere
boy?
near that poo. Yeah, it was a bloke was wheeling the stuff out, and the girl was just going ballistic about her poo phone.
Well, following on from poo, that's kind of where my story goes. Now, let me preface this by saying TMI, okay? Because this is going to say... Now, as you would know, shareholders, when you go to Splendor, showering is crucial, okay? And it's crucial more for women than it is for blokes, obviously. But it was time...
Hold on. How? Whoa. What?
What? It's more important for girls to shower than guys at Splendor.
Oh, what? It's, come on. Equality, bruh.
I'm talking, yeah. I mean, you could go fucking a week at Splendor without showering, but
I shower
Sally
like-
crossing the road, she would want to shower before I hit her.
I shower at least twice a day.
Yeah, I get that.
Maybe 3 times.
I'm talking about Splendor here, knob.
Okay.
Anyway, it was my turn to take a shower. Now I'm showering, and I felt like I just needed to fart. Okay, so I farted. Little did I know, I've just shat myself silly all over the shower.
Follow through.
Finished the shower. Obviously, I'm like, well, fuck, I got to quickly shower. And in my head, I'm thinking, please, there be no one lining up. There's a huge line. Guess who's going ready to go into my shower? This little young bird. And I just looked at her and just giggled and just thought, you poor thing. You're about to have to walk into my shit.
You're disgusting.
That was
Did
terrible.
you not like tow it down or anything, or what?
No,
Or
you
clean
can't.
it up?
You know how they work?
Oh, the pump.
Yeah, well,
pump
the
it or no?
shower, you don't pump it, but like it couldn't get down. So
Wait, was it like a?
it was loggy.
Oh, it sounds like you didn't like.
It was like loggy, but runny.
No. You didn't shart a log. There's no
I
such
didn't
thing as
shart
sharting a log.
But also, I'm not
You
gonna.
shart a bit of liquid or
I'm
like
not-
a little bit of a.
I'm not
you know.
gonna. No, it was big.
You didn't shart. You consciously made the decision to take shit in there.
I didn't go. All right, I'm just gonna do 2 for the
Dude,
price of
sounds
one.
like you need to shower more than fucking anyone.
I'm not going to be like, look, I'm not going to shower and shit at the same time and get 2 for the price of 1. I also ended up at I remember I was one year. It was because AFL was doing. I was pretending like I was running through a banner, and I would just run through people's like tent things, like it was an AFL banner. You know, like when you
Fuck, you're an idiot.
when you run through, but. Let's not get carried away here. Let's just take a minute to get all our loose units at Burning Man home safely, okay?
And also, while we're talking about something that actually matters, is Hawaii.
Hawaii.
You heard about Hawaii? How they
Fires?
went up in flames? Yeah. They need to send some fucking aid there.
Bro, they need to send some aid there.
It's fucked.
Safest
apparently.
place to be would be in the green room at Tahiti.
Yeah. Well, it's nowhere near Hawaii, but yeah.
Is it Pipeline then? Get in the green room at Pipeline. I don't know.
Tahiti's another island.
Oh, just
Anyway, wake
get-
up, Sleepy Joe, and send some aid.
Yeah, Sleepy Joe, man. I heard that Sleepy Joe just got advised of what's happening at Burning Man too. So
Yeah. He'd be more inclined to go to Burning Man and then help out the people that need it in Hawaii. The way that fucking idiot's gone. Mate,
we love the POTUS.
I've got a video that's been sent to me by one of the shareholders, and I'll post this for all to see.
Yeah.
But explain this, mate.
No, we're not going to post that.
We
We're
might.
not going to post that. That was me getting thrusted into...
What were you doing?
I was getting thrusted. I was dancing and I was just shaking my tookie, doing a bit of grinding, and little did I know I was going to get thrusted into an esky face first.
The noise you make is hilarious.
Yeah, well, it's because I... Yeah, fuck off. What I want to quickly ask you, mate, because... You know, it's kind of following the drowning and whatnot. When you are having a shower, do you dry yourself once the shower's completed in the shower, or do you get out of the shower and dry yourself?
I get out of the shower.
Oh my God. We've got another drowner. So you get out of the shower and just dry away. So you just
I'll tell you why.
Yeah, you bring the shower outside of the shower technically.
Well, no, because the shower's off.
Yeah. Okay.
So what I do is I can't justify grabbing the towel, going back into the shower where it's already quite hot and steamy. The walls are still wet. You don't want your towel to get a bit of condensation and moisture on it.
Wait, just repeat that sentence. You don't want your towel to get condensation?
Moisture and water that isn't from your body.
God, you're an incredible species.
So I don't risk that by going into the shower and rubbing the walls with my towel. I want my body to be dry, so I rub my body with my towel.
And you've never considered drying yourself in the shower? You've tried it and it makes you feel a bit uncomfortable?
I do it when I'm visiting people's places because I know that they probably don't want their bath mats to be wet. But I asked the question.
Bath mat must be wet.
What's the point of having a bath mat? And I also replace them weekly.
I thought you were going to say daily, and I was
that's weird.
Get fucked.
No, weekly. Otherwise, they do. That's the point of a bath mat, dude.
I think it takes a special human being just to dry yourself in the shower, okay, and just give the shower.
What type of special human being?
Well, a special human being that gets it. I just don't like the idea.
Please.
I don't like the idea of getting out of the shower and just drenching the whole bathroom. It's like you're an animal.
Well, before I get out, I'll rub my hair and get the most moisture off my hair, and I'll wait a little bit, and then I grab my towel and then dry off. And you're like, surely.
No, I've got no issue with it. It's curious. I actually didn't even know. I just thought of this question to ask, and little did I know you're one of them.
Me and the majority of the population get out of the shower and dry ourselves.
Do you reckon 50% of the population are a get out of the shower and dry yourself?
More than 50.
Really?
Fucking oath.
Oh,
I firmly believe more than 50% of people get out of the shower and dry themselves.
really?
Yeah.
We've got 50% of the population that have got issues.
Do you know what it reminds? Like when you go to like a public bathroom and you have to get changed and you're all hot and sweaty, like you get sweaty because it's still hot and you're drying yourself off and like that, and you get I hate that.
Yeah.
I like comfort.
No, I know you like Oh, look, I don't want this to turn into the great debate.
Well, I'll tell you what.
It was more so just a question.
I'll tell you what, I feel for that poor girl that had to shower in your shit and then dry herself off I know she wouldn't have dried herself off in that fucking bathroom or in that shower. She would have got out. She didn't want shit on her towel.
Fuck, I remember I just giggled so hard when I went back to the campsite, just thinking, boys,
Yeah, I bet you did.
This girl is just going through it right now. But no, I just don't like...
That's disgusting.
I just don't like the bathroom being drenched. And, a big boy like yourself, you'd carry a bit, wouldn't you? Bit of water?
In more areas than others. Oh, mate.
Oh, well, that's a good question for the shareholders.
Yeah, we'll put that to the shareholders for sure.
Yeah. Do you dry yourself in the shower or out the shower? I'm glad you're out because it's definitely a conversation within households that needs to be had.
Yeah. Are you do you do much cleaning around your place or what?
Yeah. Tend to do a lot, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm deadly serious.
I'm going to ask Jordan about that because I've heard otherwise.
Oh, look, we may get a cleaner once a fortnight, but that's not to say that I don't keep the place in good nick, Saucy.
Yeah.
I'm always, because I'm not a good cook, I'm a good cleaner. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you gotta be
pride
one or the
myself. Another big thing is making sure that you stack the dishwasher appropriately and don't just throw shit in.
We've discussed this about putting spoons and
Yeah, well, we
knives and
discussed
forks
that,
and
but also the process of putting the bowls where the bowls are meant to go in a dishwasher, putting the plates where the plates are meant to go. Have a bit of respect about the design of how you're going to stack the dishwasher.
No, I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to fit in as much as you can.
Efficient.
Yeah.
Be efficient. Righto, it's that time for the prestigious Legend of the Week. Now, this Legend of the Week, this is a special man, okay, and special band. We're going music, okay. He's a close man of my heart. Now, I spoke to him this morning, and it sent shockwaves through my body when he mentioned this. Vorfreud, if you haven't heard them, are making a comeback. All right, Saucy. They've done a few seafood fests. All right. So I've spoken to Laro shareholders. He might be the band of our potty, okay? He's told me that Vorfreud are going to go to the basement and start recording again. An album will be out prior to the end of the year. So it's a bit like when U2 made the announcement that they were going to do a world tour.
You know what I think of when I hear Vorfreud? Vorfreud?
What do you
is I feel like it's Powderfinger.
There you go.
Do you know why? Because Bernard Fanning, right? I was going to say Mick Fanning. Jesus, imagine, wouldn't he be the package if he was part of Powderfinger and could surf? Owned a share in Bolter. Fuck me. Anyway, back to Powderfinger and Vorfreud. They disbanded, right? And he became a one-man band. And isn't that what Laro's doing?
Yeah, so Laro shareholders, if you don't know, he's one of the shareholders, good mate of ours. I was going to say owns, but he's got a band called Vorfreud.
He is Vorfreud.
Okay, now, this music, it resonates with a lot of the shareholders.
Hits the feels. Gets in the feels.
And he gets the heartbeat moving.
Yeah.
So he's told me that Vorfreud will be making a new album. They're dusting off the cobwebs. They're back. So that's my legend of the week. Okay, I know to some shareholders it means sweet FA.
But to us, to me, to Samuel, to Berkey, it's a fucking hell of a lot.
Yeah, so he's found his passion again.
What brought it on?
Well, I don't know if it's, if he's going to be talking about love or exes or what he's going to be talking about in it, okay?
I love sad music.
I know he's going to go deep into his bag with this album. So listen up, shareholders. Vorfreud is going back to the basement. They are recording a new album. When I say they, I mean Larison. And now my next question following up from this, and, I'm sure Laro would probably wear these things. I want to know, a shareholder told me why it's okay to wear DTs, but it's not okay to wear nut cutters around the house.
Well, because budgies are acceptable in society. Nut cutters ain't.
Nut cutters, when your mates, like if you're getting changed or something and you see your mate wearing nut cutters and you're like, fuck me, are you seriously wearing nut cutters?
Nah, I'm not a nut cutter guy.
But then when you go to the beach, people have got their flamingo DTs and all sorts of things, and it's like a fashion statement wearing DTs.
Yeah.
But when you're at home or in a mate's place and you're walking around in nut cutters,
It's a fucking crime.
you get abused and you get hell brought on you. Are you a nut cutter?
No, I'm not a nut cutter.
Neither.
Not at all. But I reckon you're onto something there. The shareholders are onto something.
Yeah, a shareholder brought it to my attention. I said, I'm going to raise that. I'm going to ask the shareholders.
People are getting nut cutter shamed.
They are getting nut cutter shamed. And look, if you do have a small toolbox, well, that's probably going to be your fault.
And you know what I think about is when you go overseas, or you hear those overseas Europeans coming to a beach near you, and they're wearing like normal undies, like boy leg undies that common folk wear, and you take the piss out of them.
Yeah, but for them it's okay. Like,
it's fine.
the pink or blue fluoro, and they come up to your missus, in their dirty little Italian accent and their chiseled body, and they're like, "Lule," and you're like, would you fuck off with you and your little pecker and stop shutting up my missus?
Yeah, no, that ain't. I don't know about that.
When they
in Australia,
no,
stick
not in
to Europe.
Australia. Yeah, when you're in Europe, so yeah.
We'll go over there and we'll wear our budgies and put in our thick accents for
our billabong boardies with a fucking
gorgeous Italian and Brazilians.
Yeah, that's right. So, look, we have a little couple of questions there, shareholders. Get back to us with answers.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a potty with you lot today. You've been a fucking ball of fun as per usual.
Thanks, pal. So I had a fucking good laugh this episode. You were making me laugh, mate.
You're a good man, mate.
Yeah, no, likewise. Should we have a few beers?
Yeah, let's have a few.
Yeah. Hey, just another quick shout out to the sponsor of this week's pod, Baron Barbers.
Baron Barbers.
Thank you for coming on board.
Thanks, brother.
Absolute legends.
So, shareholders, get yourself a haircut. Look sharp for finals footy. OFD 15 is the code. Baron Barbers in Milton. And let's buck, baby. Play that tune for me, Saucy.
Where's the Queen's of Spirit now?
Ooh.
Cheers, Bull. Hey, enjoy your week, eh? Enjoy your week, shareholders.
Hey, it's going to be a good week,
If you stuck around this song, you fucking deserved it.
It's going to be a good week.
Take care.